General Rajan Kochar. I request Professor Gunaratna to stay on with us. There's another crucial development we're tracking. Brazil has now proposed an extraordinary BRICS summit to coordinate a response to trade challenges caused by US tariff policies. Brazilian President Luiz Lula da Silva has stated that modern multipolarity is incompatible with unilateral actions. He has in fact noted that negotiating without a collective position is like a worker without a union trying to negotiate with the boss. This comes as Russian President Vladimir Putin has asserted that Moscow and Beijing remain united in strengthening BRICS, opposing what he called discriminatory sanctions that hinder global development. Earlier, remember, Trump had imposed a 50% tariff on Brazil. India, another member of BRICS, also faces 50% tariffs. Russia, China, India are all in Shenzhen for the SCO summit, as now leaders from these countries are hinting at strengthening the BRICS. Still with us on the broadcast is Professor Rohan Gunaratna, international affairs expert from Singapore. So, over the years, the relevance of BRICS has often been questioned, even though it's more of an economic collaborative union. There have been friction points between India and China that have led to critics coming out and stating that BRICS is not really as relevant now. With Trump's tariffs coming into play, are we seeing this organization's relevance now burgeoning again?
BRICS is rising, BRICS will be strong, SCO will be strong. So we are seeing that these two institutions will pose a threat to some of the Western institutions that have Western-led institutions that have been built. Certainly the move by the Brazilian leaders will mobilize support, especially China, Russia, India, all these countries will work together. So that is why I said that the world is going to change very fast. The geopolitical and the economic changes, we are going to see the making of a truly a multipolar world.
Quick follow-up to that, speaking of multipolarity, we've recently seen France, that is a NATO ally of the United States of America, make a very interesting statement. Just a short while back, French President Emmanuel Macron had dialed Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. They'd spoken in detail about bilateral ties, but India's BRICS presidency in 2026 also cropped up, and France had pledged support for this. How do you view this?
Europe itself is divided on certain issues to do with the United States. France will work very closely with India. In fact, one of India's biggest defense partners is France. And what we are going to see is that the French relationship with India will grow, although the Delhi's relationship with Washington, D.C. will come into a phase of risk. So we are seeing that the European partners of India, they will not abandon India. They will work with India amidst this crisis between India and the United States.
Right, Professor Gunaratna, thank you so much for taking out time, sharing your perspective with us on NewsX.